Gen Y Footy live from Nicky Dell's house.
This is amazing.
Mate, thank you for having us here. Thank you for sitting us in the dark part of your house here with no lighting whatsoever.
Yep, and I've got all the light over here, just the way I like it. No, thanks for coming over and doing the show from my house for once.
Are you a bit dusty, mate?
Fantastic. No, I sound fantastic.
Couple of big days?
Yeah, I had the last couple of days off. We had a good function on Sunday night after our last game, which was after a good win.
Yeah.
And then obviously had Monday a bit of a dress up with the boys and didn't feel fantastic yesterday. I felt a little bit better today, but there's a little bit to go, I think, to get back to normal.
Fair enough. And of course, Mad Monday, a big part of the football calendar now. It's bigger than the grand final, I reckon. People love it. You guys got involved, of course, and here's Nick Revolt doing his finest. What is that? What is he being there?
He's Tim Tebow. He's getting married to a Texan girl later this year, and he thinks he's American.
Yeah.
And he thinks he's Tim Tebow being a left-handed quarterback, so he dressed up like that.
Yeah. And Jason Grahams was just outstanding.
Yeah. Grammy was pretty nice. Pretty happy with himself there as Grammy as well. He thinks he's got the body for it naturally, but I think, is that called The Thing? Is that what it is?
Mate, I don't know.
Something like that. I think it's called The Thing.
That's the hardest part of guessing. Is it the hardest part when everyone arrives and you go, actually, mate, what the hell are you?
That's a bad sign.
Yeah,
the point of a dress up is that you're obviously dressed up like somebody. So if you're asking questions, it's probably not a good thing.
And here you are, Dale, the group
The
shot, on the left there.
Yeah.
What are you?
I actually don't know what I am. That was Jason Graham's outfit because I wasn't happy with mine because it was a bit hot on Monday. So I thought I'm not going to dress up what I originally had.
Yep.
And I borrowed that. It's the scary clown off Saw, the one that rides the tricycle.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love that movie.
Yeah.
I've seen all 7 of them, by the way. Have you seen all 7 of them?
I've seen about one of them.
You saw them all, did you?
I've seen them.
Yeah.
I reckon, what did I say?
No, that's right.
Saw, the movie.
That's
it was a play on the words.
Don't worry about it, mate. It's gone over your head, Frankie.
On with the show,
No,
Frank.
I thought you were correcting my grammar. I thought that's what I said. As in, I saw them. I meant I've seen them.
He's
but
missed
I get
it.
your pun. I get that.
That was half an hour ago.
Frankie's
I
never wrong,
suggest-
Dale.
I suggest you watch the other 6, Nicholas.
Okay, well, I've got a bit of spare time,
Yes,
so
you do.
I'll get onto it.
Now, Dale, Frankie's got a bone to pick with you. Go, Frankie.
Oh,
Yes,
right.
Frankie.
Now, Nick, as Carlton supporters, Dean and I like to go and watch the boys play football.
Yeah.
Well done, too.
Yeah, and it was a bigger bonus that you were playing against them.
Yeah.
It was like, watching a brother play.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
One of our besties.
And after the game, where the footballers get kicked out, Dan and I were near the fence, and I thought I'm going to pretend I'm a 5-year-old kid again.
Yeah.
I'm going to run up to the fence, I'm going to wave to Nick, and he's going to see me, and he's going to kick me a ball.
And what did I do?
Well, Dean filmed it while I was down at the fence, and you gave me absolutely nothing.
You're a snob. From Brighton.
Absolutely
Don't
nothing.
go there. I'm from Bendigo. Don't go there. In my defence, am I allowed to reply?
Yeah, yes, of
Okay.
course. That's what I'm wanting.
I didn't see you. There was 30-odd thousand people there on the weekend. It was our last game. I was a little bit emotional that it was over. Obviously, we were playing for nothing in that particular game. No finals. And I actually gave it to 2 legitimate 5-year-old kids. They had run from the back of the grandstand to the front, so I gave it to 2 5-year-old boys.
So
They
not
were-
a 25-year-old.
Yeah,
Well, there
not
was
a
only one
25-year-old
thing.
grown man.
That's the only difference. We both ran from the back row of the Etihad Stadium, and in that area, Nick, and you can see it in the vision, there was about 15 people there. How you did not see me amongst
15 in front of you.
I was
You're
taller than
15
all of
deep.
them. I was on the 3rd tier. Clearly, I was elevated, and you still missed me, and I looked like a moron.
You look
And
like a
we got
moron
it on
anyway,
video.
most of the time. You look like a moron. But
Were you wearing a Carlton jumper?
No, it was undercover.
That's okay.
we knew we were going to lose, so we didn't bother with that stuff. But quick mention of Daniel Talia, who took out the Rising Star today. Frankie, you put this one on the rundown. You wanted to mention it.
Yes, Calder Cannons boy, Dean. Good on him because he...
Still thinks he played.
You've never played
Ex-teammate of
with
mine, he wasn't there when I was there, about 6 years older than him, but anyway.
Frankie, I'm going to cut you off. Shane Crawford, that's right, he's from Brighton too. We're in Brighton right now, live from Dale's house. He's going to join us right after this break. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Gen Y Footy. Well, we're very excited because finals is here and there's a bloke here that everybody knows. He's played 300 games for Hawthorn and
Yes.
he's a premiership player.
He is a premiership player, and it's finals time, so what better man than this man, Shane Crawford, to join us in Dell's house, of course, for Gen Y Footy.
Yeah, how good is this? This is amazing. You've got magnificent lighting down.
The dark
Yep, brought it to life, and no, very nice to be here. And is this your first outside broadcast.
Yes, our first outside
First
broadcast. And
Wow,
don't you feel
congratulations.
special about that?
I do, and it's just around the corner from my house. So now I know where Dell lives.
Yep.
I might rock his roof when we're playing St Kilda.
And you'll be back every week, won't you now? So.
Every week, looking forward to it.
Did you hear that, Olivia? Back every week, Shane here. So,
She doesn't talk to me.
Shane, your kids don't talk to you either because they're only young. How many you got now?
No, I've got 4 kids, 6-year-old, 3.5, and 8 months, the twins.
Here's
So
the photo
4 boys.
of the twins. How old are they here, Shane?
Well, they're about 4 months there, and
That's funny. They look quite recent, actually. I think that might
yeah,
have been
that's
the
right.
second
So
day.
not too far, well, not too far down the track, but yeah, going really well, very healthy, all happy at home.
Now we'll jump into the footy, mate, because Hawthorn played last Friday night. Buddy was back. Here's some vision of him playing here. They're moving very nicely. Can they do what you did in 2008 and win the flag this year?
I think they can. Yeah, I think they're very well placed to have success. But as Dell knows, you need a lot of things going right during September, and it's certainly theirs to lose, I think. So very well placed. And Clarko lives just around the corner,
Get him
so
on,
you should get him on. And Buddy's not too far
Get
as
him
well.
on too. Get him
So I can't believe you didn't invite them here tonight.
Now we know, trust me.
There's
We'll
some
chase them
homework.
next week.
There's some homework for Croft before grand final day.
Well, maybe Dale's got a lot of time on his hands now. He
I've
can
got
chase them.
about
Meet your neighbours,
about
mate.
8 weeks, so I think I've got about spare time. Croft, just a quick one in regards to finals. No better man to ask. What advice would you give to some of the young hawkers going into their first finals campaign? Obviously, there's still a few there that were still around from 08, but the young guys going in there haven't experienced it yet. What would you say to them?
I think you've got to keep it simple. Don't overthink it too much because, as you know, and I'm sure you've done it, I've done it when I was growing up, you can overthink games before you even arrive. You can play it in your mind and all of a sudden you're mentally and physically fatigued and you haven't even been out there and played. So I think you just got to focus on what you can do when you're out there, and it's all about your role for the team. It's those little things that have kept you in the team throughout the year, and you don't have to be best of field, you don't have to get 20 kicks and 50 handballs. You've just got to play your role, and that'll keep you in the side, and that'll hopefully make you become a part of a premiership team.
Now, Shane, of course, you're probably very happy that you're retired and you're relaxing a little bit more than you were when you're playing, but this time of year, spring's in the air, Hawks on top of the ladder, probably going to go
Horse
through
racing.
to the prelim. Do you miss the footy this time of year? Surely you do.
Absolutely. I went and watched the Hawks last week against West Coast, and I'm thinking, oh, it'd be nice to be out there having a bit of a kick. And this time of the year, September, is when you really want to be a part of the football club because that's what it's all about. And yeah, there's times where I look and I think, maybe I should have kept going, but I'm too old and I probably would have got a game. So it's simple as that.
At least you're honest.
Yeah, I'm very honest. My time has come and gone, and I'm appreciative that I've been able to play this game for a long time, but I'm now a father and I've got to chase after the kids, and I'm still reasonably active, but I wouldn't get a game for Hawthorn.
Yeah, Gian Rooney said during the week that Olivia's actually got 5 kids because you're pretty much. Is that right?
Well, I can tell you a few things about Gian if you really want me to.
What do you got? Go on. Give us
Well,
your
I've
top
got
3.
plenty. No, she's a very, very good girl and a very good swimmer. Actually, one thing about Gian, a gold medalist, Olympic gold medalist,
Yeah.
quite an amazing swimmer, but as soon as she finished, has never ever been back in the pool. Will not go back
Yeah,
in there
that's
because she just cannot stand chlorine
Yeah.
and does not want to see another black line to follow up and down the pool.
So you're not like that with the footy overlay. You used to
No, I get out there and kick the footy all the time. My kids don't want to play with me.
Yeah.
But I get out in the backyard, practice my drop punts,
Yeah.
practice marking over the head, practicing my big speckies.
Yeah,
Remember I used to
yeah,
take
yeah.
a
Back
few?
in the day, I think there was
Yeah.
one that keeps getting replayed.
Yeah, I don't even know if there's one.
Well,
But,
now,
yeah,
now
it
that
was
you
all
two
good.
have figured out your neighbours, maybe you could play kick the kick with each other.
Maybe he can invite me over for dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have
And-
to speak to the missus about that.
Okay.
She's the cook in the house.
She's the boss?
Yep.
Now you have got 4 boys. Which, just looking at them now, growing up, and you get them out the backyard. Which one will play AFL? Do you think out of the 4, or all 4 possibly?
Well, see, I don't put pressure on them. I just want them to enjoy what they do, and I never had any pressure. I just loved getting out and competing and playing footy and cricket and BMX racing. Do you ever do BMX racing?
A little bit. Not racing. I used to try and go little dirt jumps back in Bendigo. That was
Right.
about as far as I went.
Skateboard? You would have been on a
Nah,
skateboard? No?
no, on the dirt.
What other
No.
sports?
I enjoyed basketball as a kid.
Yep.
Yeah,
So that's it.
that was it. And
Okay.
football. I never played cricket.
Pretty boring, isn't he, Dale?
Yeah, pretty boring.
What else are you going to do?
Well, you can do anything in
I
the
loved
country.
school. I loved school.
Did you?
Yeah, really dedicated to my schooling.
Well, that's good. It's very important to learn as much as you can. And looking back, I regret not taking in as much as I should have at school
Yeah.
because it would have helped me
Be smarter.
Be smarter.
Yeah,
You've done all right, Wolf.
It's turned out terribly for you. You live in Brighton, around the corner from Dell, and
You got 24
I think you're
houses.
doing all right. Now, Croft, before we let you go, mate, Brownlow medalist, of course,
Yep.
you're one of them.
That's
Who's going to
correct,
win the
yes.
Brownlow? You're a premiership player as well, so
Yes,
Brownlow
that's right,
medalist,
yes.
and who's going to win the flag before you go?
Brownlow medalist. I think Gary Ablett's going to be very hard to beat, but I still think Joel Selwood might get a few votes because I just can't see who else is going to take a lot of votes off him throughout the season. So, and I think the umpires like him, and he does work with Auskick, which is run by the AFL, so they'll have.
And you.
That's right. And he's a good guy, so I think he might be a bit of a roughie. And the premiership, well, I think Hawthorn are best placed to have success, but still a lot of hard work to be done, and they need everyone. Probably their bottom 12 players need to really perform well if they are to win. It's not necessarily their best 5 or 6.
Just before we let you go, mate, Mick Moldhouse is about to join Carlton, we believe. Good decision?
Have you heard the rumour?
Yeah, just
No,
Mainly
there's
just
another
come from-
rumour to come with that.
Oh, really? What
Yes.
have you got for us?
About a St Kilda player possibly wandering over to...
Not him.
Mickey Dell.
What?
Ooh, that's what we heard.
That's
too.
a
Really?
rumour.
That
I
is
reckon Craw's got to break it.
That's a rumour.
Hashtag that.
That is a rumour. He's a saint and he'll stay a saint. And even his wall, you got to get a shot of that
Yeah.
wall in
Yeah.
your
It's a
house.
lovely wall, isn't
It
it?
is a St Kilda wall.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's just the lighting. He's missing a few globes.
I think that might have been us, but I think we've blown
I'm
you.
not missing the globes, just not not working at the
He's
moment.
got Michael Jordan to your right there, and that's the colours of the Saints as well.
Well, there you go. So a saint for life, which
Yeah.
is good to see.
Thanks, Craw.
Croft, you do not come on this show and you don't leave with anything. You don't leave
I
with
get
nothing.
something.
So
You get
you do.
prizes,
You get prizes.
absolutely.
Frankie, take them through the prizes.
Shane, you will get the Blundstone Lifestyle range, of course, whatever size you are. I think you're about 8 or 9, I reckon. in
I'm
the
a
feet.
10, I'm a 10.
Size 10. You get the
6
vital
foot.
strength, muscle mass, weight gainer. You probably don't need that because
No, I
you've
need
played
to
all your
trim
life.
down a bit,
The
actually.
kids can have it though. Put it in their porridge. It's always good. And of
Bit
course,
early.
Maybe Olivia might like a bit. She's been pumping a few weights lately.
well, fantastic. And you also get the level 7 clothing. And for your kids, actually, probably the first time this prize is actually relevant.
Footy Kids.
The footykids.com ebooks. Read the kids all night and have a ball with that.
Yes, we're certainly into all that. So
Yeah.
that's magnificent. Thank you so much, and thank you
you.
for having me, Dale.
Thanks for coming, Craw.
Yeah,
Shane, thank you for coming in.
yeah, lovely to be here.
Dell's inbox up next on Gen Y Footy. Don't go anywhere.
Hey guys, so you're gonna have protein after your workout, right? But hang on, you need the right protein to get the right results. Vital Strength Pro Muscle. It builds serious muscle, not just bulk. Vital Strength Hydroxy Ripped, getting you lean and ripped faster. Vital Strength Launch, the great tasting low carb whey protein. Are you getting the right results from your protein? Complete nutrition is vital. Always insist on Vital Strength.
Welcome back to Gen Y Footy. You can see us over here in the dark part of Dell's house. He's got the light, of course. He made that happen for himself.
It's a halo. It's a Saints thing.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
a very
that's
good
fine.
point.
And it's back, Dell's inbox.
All right, it's a big one, guys. It's final
You've got
time.
mail.
This is from Sally. So thanks for this, Sally.
Hey, Sal.
Hi, Dal. I'm a mad St Kilda supporter. You are my favourite player, and I also think you're really cute. I'm disappointed that you are getting married towards the end of the year. Thanks, Sal. I do appreciate that. My partner is upstairs, so I'll keep that one a little bit quiet. Sally goes on to say, I was shocked to see Dustin Fletcher, the oldest man in the AFL, running laps today at Windy Hill. I hope that you are as dedicated as he is and are getting back to running soon. When do you start? That's a great
Good
letter.
question. Good question.
Here's the photo.
Here's
This
the
is Dustin
photo.
running 3 days after.
I am shocked by that. We played 4 days ago and I still feel sore from the game and a little bit dusty as well. But in regards to when I start, I'm going to have a couple of weeks off. I think it's important to let your body rest. The bruises, the knocks that have been happening for 24 odd weeks, need to let that recover for a little bit and then I'll get back into running slowly. So I'll start in about 2 weeks and I'm officially back at the club, I think the 2nd or the 5th of November it'll be.
Yeah, but Dustin Fletcher, 38 years of old, oldest man in the AFL, and he's already running. That doesn't make
Yeah,
sense.
maybe he
though.
hasn't got much else on this week. I'm not sure what's going on there. But,
He's been-
it is amazing, in all honesty, to be that age and do what he's done for so long.
Yeah.
To be ready to go again after 3 days is a great effort.
Great effort.
Yeah, just before we wrap it up, Del, we're going to get a tip from you. So Hawthorn and Collingwood, who's going to win that game?
Hawthorn just
Do you want my tip?
No, asking the NFL player.
The expert. Yeah, the one under the light.
Yeah. Next game?
The next game, of course, is Sydney and Adelaide at Amy. So who's going to win that one?
I'll say Sydney.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Then we've got Geelong and Fremantle.
Geelong.
Geelong, Fremantle. Yeah.
Geelong.
And then North Melbourne and the West Coast Eagles.
West Coast Eagles.
Oh, so North out, bang, after all that.
They've had a great year.
They have had a great year.
West Coast are a great team.
Carlton are better. Thank you for coming by to Shane Crawford. Thanks to our
Thank
sponsors,
you.
Level 7. No thanks to you, Frankie, but we'll see you again
Bloodstone,
next week.
Vital Strength, of course.
Yeah.
And Footy Kids, what is it?
Footykids.
Footykids.com. Always forget them. They're tricky.
You do. They've
They're
got a
tricky.
great book. It's
Lovely
coming
house
out.
you have here, Nick. And
Thank
we
you.
appreciate your
I'll have those
hospitality.
lights fixed by next week.
We'll
Thank
be
you
back
very
next
much.
week, and we
Thank
might.
you to Jules, sorry, for letting us into her house.
Thank you, Jules. She'll be on next week, and we'll have Buddy Franklin live from Dale's house next week. No, we won't. See you next week.